high-performing teams have discovered something remarkable. When you flip your meeting time ratio from logistics-heavy to learning-focused, well, student outcomes transform measurably. Today, I'm showing you the simple 10-minute audit that reveals your current ratio and the exact steps to achieve that 80-20 split that drives real student growth. Here's what I've discovered. Teams achieving the strongest student growth spend their collaborative time fundamentally different than teams that stay stuck. High-impact teams focus 80% of meeting time on things like analyzing student work and data, planning targeted interventions, sharing effective instructional strategies, and solving specific learning challenges. Because they limit logistics to just 20% of meeting time. Quick coordination and updates, essential scheduling decisions, those brief administrative items. The transformation happens when you flip the ratio intentionally. But first, you need to see your current reality. I know what you're thinking, but what about when my principal shows up and just takes over the meeting? I've got a simple script for that situation that works every time. I'll share it in just a few minutes. Here's a simple audit that reveals exactly where your team time goes and gives you the baseline to create your transformation plan. Step 1, the sticky note track. This is about 30 seconds for setup. Before your next meeting, give everyone 3 colors of sticky notes. Let's say yellow represents student learning focus, things like analyzing data, discussing instruction, planning interventions. A blue sticky could represent updates and logistics, things like schedules, announcements, coordination. You could use a red sticky for those off-topic conversations that are just unrelated. So during the meeting, when the conversation topic changes, just grab the appropriate colored sticky that represents the type of change that just happened and write down the start time. Don't make any judgments and don't change anything. Just track honestly. Step 2, the time tally, about 2 minutes post-meeting. Immediately after your meeting, calculate the time spent in each category. So the math is simple. Just the next sticky notes start time minus the previous sticky notes time gives you the duration. Here's an example from a very typical 50-minute meeting. The yellow stickies equal 12 minutes. That's about 24% student learning. The blue stickies equal 35 minutes, 70% logistics, while the red stickies are 3 minutes, which is about 6% off topic. Let's go to step 3, the impact assessment. Ask 3 critical questions. Question 1, what specific decisions did we make about student learning? Question 2, what teaching practice will change this week? And finally, question 3, what will be different for students on Monday morning? High impact meetings generate multiple concrete answers to these questions. But if your team is struggling to answer these questions after spending 50 minutes together, well, you've identified your transformation opportunity. Now, before I show you what teams discover with this audit, and remember the administrator script that I promised? Look, it's coming up in just a couple of minutes, and it's going to solve one of your biggest frustrations. When teams complete this audit, they discover powerful insights about where their collaboration energy goes. Teams often spend 18 minutes organizing new materials and procedures, and only 6 minutes analyzing why students struggle with key concepts. Those 18 minutes could be used analyzing student work samples, identifying specific misconceptions, and planning targeted strategies. The cumulative impact. When you redirect just 30 minutes per week from logistics to learning focus, the weekly gain of those 30 additional minutes of student-centered collaboration adds up to an annual impact of 18 hours of focused improvement work. Student result, systematic interventions for every struggling learner. In team after team that I've worked with, I see this pattern with 18 minutes debating the new benchmark schedule and only 4 minutes examining why 40% of students failed the math assessment. The schedule is a one-time coordination issue. The math gaps will follow these kids into next year, high school, and beyond. When logistics consistently get more meeting time than learning, well, we're telling kids that adult convenience matters more than their own growth. And that's not who we are as educators. But when will we talk about logistics? This is the question every team asks. And here's the reality. Logistics don't disappear. They get handled more strategically. You have options. Let's look at option 1, streamline integration. Let's say you just reserve 10 minutes for logistics at the beginning of the meeting and commit 40 minutes to learning. So in your 50-minute meeting, 3 minutes could be essential coordination using document clearing, and 7 minutes with administrative decisions. They could be batched together and time boxed. That leaves our 40 minutes student-focused collaboration. This is best for teams with tight schedules. Another option is just a separate logistics meeting. So you could set up an additional 20-minute logistics meeting every week. It could be just once a month. It could be bi-weekly. This is best for teams with scheduling flexibility. Option 3, digital first logistics. A shared document updates read before the meeting, email coordination for scheduling decisions, and it leads to a meeting time that's 5 minutes logistics with just some confirmation with 45 minutes on a learning focus. This is best for teams that are comfortable with technology. And lastly, option 4, the administrator partnership approach. When administrators join meetings, here's that script I promised. Hey, we're excited to have you join our student-focused work today. We've planned 40 minutes to analyze writing samples. So is there anything urgent you need from us in the first 5 minutes or so? This diplomatically honors their role while protecting your learning. This is best for teams needing a gentle boundary setting with administrators. The key, you don't have to choose the same solution every week. Experiment and find out what creates your most effective 80-20 ratio. Here's your action plan for this week. Step 1, download the meeting audit worksheet below. It has the sticky note system, circulation formulas, and impact questions ready to use. Step 2, complete the audit during your next team meeting. Track everything honestly without trying to change anything yet. And step 3, calculate your ratio and drop your results in the comments below. I respond to every single comment and would love celebrating your team's transformation journeys. In my next video, I'm showing you the exact protocol system that flips your ratio to 80-20 in just 2 weeks. Teams that implement this system consistently see student impact that they've been working towards all along. Remember, your students don't need perfect meetings. They need focused collaboration that systematically addresses their learning needs. The 80-20 ratio creates that focus. So transform your ratio, transform your impact. Let's make it happen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.